Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City. Daily FX market news.
October 8, 10 o'clock America, New York. Canadian dollar forecast. U.S. inflation data to set the tone for USD, CAD. The rally in oil prices should support the Canadian dollar, but the September U.S. inflation report is likely to be more relevant for USD, CAD's near-term direction.
Global economy.
October 8, 9 o'clock America, New York. Negative yielding debt slides below $2 trillion as central banks lift rates. Japan is now the only country with bonds offering sub-zero returns.
New York Times Business.
October 8, 8 o'clock America, New York. China's Communist Party Congress. What it means for business. The opening speech by Xi Jinping, the country's top leader, could provide clues to policies with broad economic and financial implications. A new leadership team will be chosen.
Marginal revolution. October 8, 7:23 America, New York. The invisible hand increases trust, cooperation, and universal moral action. Montesquieu famously noted that commerce is a cure for the most destructive prejudices. For it is almost a general rule, that wherever we find agreeable manners, there commerce flourishes, and that wherever there is commerce, there we meet with agreeable manners.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
October 8, 6:30 America, New York. Not yet the end of history. As we are contemplating a non-insignificant probability of nuclear war, the end of history, that is, the end of social discontent and major wars, envisioned by Francis Fukuyama in his book The End of History and the Last Man, Simon & Schuster, 1992, seems very, very far away.
BBC News Business.
October 8, 6:21 America, New York. Renewable energy. Government plans for price cap as risky, firms warn. A government limit on electricity generated in older renewable and nuclear facilities is expected this week.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 8, 5:30 America, New York. Fed's inflation fight has some economists fearing an unnecessarily deep downturn. Rapid rate increases provide less time for central bankers to study their economic effects.
New York Times Business.
October 8, 5 o'clock America, New York. How a Scottish moral philosopher got Elon Musk's number. In a few short years, effective altruism has become the giving philosophy for many Silicon Valley programmers, hedge funders and even tech billionaires. Daily FX market news.
October 8, 4 o'clock America, New York. Bitcoin and Ethereum forecast for the week ahead. Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to hold above YTD lows as the picture becomes more bleak for risk assets.
Marginal revolution.
October 8, 2:19 America, New York. Inflation and attention. One of the dangers of high inflation is that it can cause firms and households to pay close attention to it. This internalization of inflation can lead to an accelerationist regime, making inflation harder to control.
Global economy.
October 8, 0:00 America, New York. Are we expecting sovereign debt to do too much? Somehow we have forgotten fully half of what a central bank could do.
Global economy.
October 8, 0:00 America, New York. Republicans weaponize soaring U.S. mortgage rates in pre-midterms push. Federal Reserve interest rate increases have handed GOP ammunition ahead of elections by raising housing payments.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 8, 0:00 America, New York. How the head of Arby's and Dunkin' learned to care about company culture. Inspire Brands CEO Paul Brown says his time at Hilton taught him that brand identity trumps an operating manual.
Daily FX market news.
October 7, 2300 America, New York. Dow's near record reversal dashes bullish hopes before new growth, financial warnings. The bullish charge that often accompanies the open of a new quarter fell apart this past week, producing a reversal for the Dow and other risk measures of serious scope.
New York Times Business.
October 7, 2219 America, New York. Rivian recalls 13,000 electric vehicles over a steering issue. The announcement covers nearly all of the vehicles the company has delivered to date, though it said the problem had affected only a small number. Rivian, which started producing its electric vehicles late last year, said, an insufficiently torqued fastener could impair steering in rare instances. BBC News Business.
October 7, 2150 America, New York. Rail strikes.
only 1 in 5 trains to run in latest action. Rail passengers across Britain are urged to avoid travel on Saturday unless absolutely necessary.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 7, 2038 America New York, Rivian is recalling nearly all of its vehicles. Automaker says improperly installed fastener could cause a loss of steering control.
Marginal Revolution.
October 7, 1850 America New York, Effective Altruism and the Repugnant Conclusion. Here is an excellent essay by Peter McLaughlin. Here is one excerpt. So, the problem is this. Effective altruism wants to be able to say that things other than utility matter, not just in the sense that they have some moral weight, but in the sense that they can actually be relevant to deciding what to do, not just swamped by utility calculations.
BBC News Business.
October 7, 1724 America New York. What will happen if Britain has winter blackouts? Power cuts are very unlikely in the coming months but not impossible, so what would it mean for you?